up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Lifted, Lowered, and Confused podcast. Today we got Ryan here with us.
What up?
So today, what are we talking about, Trent? You had something you wanted to talk about.
What? Old Tim over there put in our little group chat that he wanted to sell the Lincoln for a
Hold
C10.
on.
No, don't hold nothing.
Let's come on back.
Dibs.
All right,
Dibs.
so it's a quiet day in the group chat, right? And I was just thinking to myself that, hey, maybe it's time just to get something else. And then which one of my cars is expendable?
Get
right?
something.
Just hear me out.
I'm hearing.
So I just put it out there and I said I'm thinking about selling the Lincoln to get a C10.
Okay.
And what happened, boys?
Well,
Dibs.
What happened?
Dibs.
What
Dibs.
happened?
I want to punch him in the
Dibs.
fucking throat.
So
We'll call dibs.
Dean wants to physically harm me.
We'll call dibs.
We got a couple questions.
Evidently, I'm not about this life.
It ruined
Poser.
my
I
anniversary.
think that was the word I used was poser.
With the exception of Harold. Harold, we miss you.
Who?
Harold?
Harlot.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
there we go.
I'm the only one in the group with hydraulics, so I can't be a poser. I don't see
Listen.
how that works. Damn.
I have hydraulics. Just nothing's running at the
We
moment.
all have them sitting in our shelves.
We have it within the wings.
That's true.
It's just we're too busy cutting everybody else's shit
The
up.
rest of the group's looking like they're stocking shelves for, suppliers.
Yeah,
or something.
exactly.
You know, the funny thing is we would have been doing that to a 64 Impala, but we're too busy doing it to the cleanest
The cleanest
92 Lincoln
town car.
that
My
is now
future
apparently
car.
up for sale.
So hold on. Let's clarify that.
Yeah, go ahead, do that.
The Lincoln Town Car is not for sale.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
Will's already claimed it.
Yeah, because it's not conducive for your life.
Will started paying for it tonight before everybody got it.
So I got two questions.
Okay, all
Based
right.
on your
This is killing Trent. He's been thinking about this all day.
Throw something at him.
What was the asking price if you were going to sell?
So I went back and forth a little bit, and I know what I have in it, and I know what kind of work we have in it, and things like that. But
Also, its title.
Don't forget the Nardi wheel.
yeah, of course,
Forget the Nardi wheel. We have the tequila horns.
Tequila air horn. Yeah,
I forgot about that monstrosity.
But I thought a firm price of about 15 would be a solid deal.
minimum firm on that.
Yeah. So that's
As low miles as that thing
that
is and fresh as it is.
substantially less for my friend Will, who donated a lot of knowledge and parts and pieces.
Yeah,
and
$13.50. Got it.
So $14.99.
Yeah,
For Will.
Which is why his anniversary went horribly bad.
like yours is. I mean, that's such a fresh build. So everything's not even. It's hardly broken.
Yeah.
Fresh wheels, garage kept, 50,000 mile vehicle.
Yeah.
Then you got a Nardi wheel. You know what I'm saying?
Works perfectly.
And then the vehicle, short of the miles itself, the vehicle in its entirety. Does it have any body damage or like paint fade?
No, it had two dents that
You've already had
Will's
dentless removed,
paintless
yeah.
dent guy took care of.
And a perfect top.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so yeah, to me, I look at everything at its entirety. That's a minimum firm. Like I've got to get rid of it, but I won't go a penny lower than 15. I would be doing more than that because the grand scheme of things. The grand scheme of things, it's too clean.
Herein lies my issue with it. Right? The Lincoln is a fairly common lowrider, right?
Yep.
However, we don't have a huge lowrider scene in Florida, so you don't see them every day. A C10 though, every show you go to, there's hundreds of them.
Sure. Yep.
To trade this up to a C10, in order to make any kind of waves at any scene, you'd have to go so crazy on that thing.
Sure.
Like, just trying to wrap the mindset, like, you have a very cool...
It's an easy answer. I mean, for me that's an easy answer, right? My entire life, my entire vehicle existence, right? C10 is something that I've always wanted. I've had a couple throughout the years, but nothing really nice and super low, and never one with everything, right? So
Yeah.
I've had a couple of them, but it's always kind of been my dream truck in some form or fashion. And I've never, and like I told these guys earlier, I've never really dreamt about having a 92 Lincoln Town Car. This one did fall in my lap.
Right.
And
Yeah.
it was really nice. And
Funny because Will has actually.
he actually did last night, I believe, right?
Yeah.
You
Yes.
posted that.
So-
posted that in the group chat, and I'm pretty sure I heard his pants get tight. It was so quick.
Listen, and of course, you posted this yesterday, and it was my anniversary yesterday.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Will
Thank
and
you.
You're welcome, Debbie.
And we went to dinner, and
Sorry, Debbie.
while we should have been talking about romantic
He's working
things
his wife over
and
for a
reminiscing,
car.
I love it.
We're talking about it.
as you should be. Yeah. I think that's okay. But that brought me to a thing, and I dropped that on the group chat, and I'm like, oh, this is really making waves. Suddenly everybody's talking, everybody has an opinion. They
Oh yeah, it made some huge waves. Like my
really
respect for you floated away on the wave.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
cold. That's
like
cold.
that, cold-blooded.
See, that's why I didn't help him pull that door out that truck.
Facts.
Exactly right. So, but my thing is that kind of pointing me in the direction, and the Lincoln's not really for sale. I mean, it's not really for sale. I'm not looking to get rid of it.
Everything's for
I'm
sale.
going to drive it. Perfect, right? Everything is for sale. It got me thinking about my other things, right? My 96 Impala SS. That's one of my dream cars. I've always wanted it. It still has a price.
It's
right?
uncut.
What's your price
The on the Impala?
on the Impala?
Probably.
We're gonna go car by car. What's your price on the Impala?
Probably
I walk up with cash in hand. It is what's walking out the door.
it would be at least 20 grand.
That's it.
At least, yeah.
You get way more than that.
Yeah. No, I mean
Probably
it's
25.
Part of the market. I mean, it's about
That's pretty high.
It's about right.
I'm not saying
Yeah,
he's
but
not
there's a
going to get that.
difference
That's pretty
between-
high.
Yeah.
There's a difference
Dean
between
hates
that's what
bubbles.
the market is versus what your sentimental attachment is.
Yeah, but I know what I could get for 20 grand. I could probably find a nicer one for 20 grand if I wanted to. I'm not sentimentally attached to that car. I'm attached to the idea of having that model car, but not this particular car.
I guess I can see that being that it's still a stock SS. Well, it's not really stock. You've lowered it and stuff.
So a funny story about this car that I've never really shared, right? And I started looking for one of these. It was probably in 2015 or so, and I lived in Tennessee at the time. And my buddy Will, who passed away, I think 5 years ago.
God, has it been 5
Yeah,
years?
it's been that long. He lived down here, and they had an Impala SS for sale at the museum in Punta Gorda, right? So
Oh.
I said, hey man, can you do me a favor? Can you run down there and just look at that car for me and see? And he went down there, and the car had already sold, so the car didn't exist anymore. And then fast forward a few years, he passed away. We moved back down here to Florida. I'm flipping around on my phone, and I see this Impala for sale in Punta Gorda. And I'm like, oh, man, this Impala's for sale. It's right around, I guess, in my price range. I'm going to go take a look at it, right? Might be a good opportunity. So I went down there. I went down to Punta Gorda. It was at Gene Gorman Auto Sales. And there it was, and the price was good. And I talked to the guy and ended up buying the car. But the thing about Gene Gorman Auto Sales, that's where Will worked
We used to
for
work there,
years
yeah.
and years before that.
No kidding.
Yeah, so it was kind of like a sign.
Yeah, that's wild,
that,
man.
That popped up.
I had no
They-
idea about
and then
that.
they happened to have that car there, so that was kind of cool. So when I say I'm not overly attached to this particular car, I probably am a little bit. And if one of you guys came and said, "Hey, I'm going to give you $20,000 for the Impala," I would probably still say no.
Yeah.
So
No, I didn't know there was that kind of sentimental attachment to it.
yeah, it was
That's-
just weird how
And
it
that's what I
kind of
said.
rolled out.
So what's the price that gets you past that sentimental
Oh,
attachment?
I don't know. I mean, you probably. I don't know. It would be tough, and you guys are going to answer similar questions.
I
just
get
feel it
that.
because
I get
it puts you in a bad spot, and I'm like, I don't really know.
22.5 and some crumble cookies. His ass was selling it.
Yeah. What kind of crumble cookies?
They got some pretty
Salted chocolate
chocolate.
chip.
Here we go. Here we go.
They got some
right.
pretty solid flavors this week, gentlemen.
They
Just
do.
saying.
Have you
They
seen
do.
the macadamia nut yet? We're all sideways now. Yeah, but probably somewhere somewhere around the 20s, somewhere in there would be the number for that car.
What about the little blue bug brother behind you?
The blue car's got the bug's got a lot of sentimental attachment, and I probably wouldn't sell that. You'd have to come with quite a bit of money. I mean, I had that. I've had
Six
it-
figures?
No, nothing crazy like that. The car.
6 figures to get the whole garage and everything inside of it.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, bro, 6 figures. What?
I mean, ultimately, all jokes aside, the car's probably worth 10 grand, right? And it would probably take 25, probably, if I had to put a number on it.
No.
My son and my wife would both kill me.
One of my cars is a 6-figure car to me.
You have a 6-figure car?
To me,
Which car is 6 figures?
Glass House.
The glass house is 6 figures.
Still paying on it.
6 figures.
It's gonna cost that much to pay the storage bill from it being trapped up in Tampa.
Bro,
That's aggressive because you can buy a nice
I
glass
get
house.
it. I get it. But
he's taking out loans. He's been putting payments on that thing. They still haven't
No,
given it
it's
back
a lot
to
of
him.
sentimental attachment to that.
No, it's not. It's abuse. We have abused you. Now you are obligated to keep that car for
Not just
eternity.
us. We
Oh, everybody.
We aren't the
I
only
love
ones who
that car.
abused him on that car. Sorry, Will.
I have a whole new outlook now
sorry,
on that
nothing.
car.
He's
I
a
had no
dummy.
idea that you would not.
That
That
car-
was a 6-figure
That
car.
car to me, that car. If somebody wants to get that car from me, they're gonna come. They're gonna go deep in that pocket.
Yeah.
Or hold it hostage in their shop and tell you they're working on it.
Jesus,
Or
No, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. I hope he's watching.
you're getting sidetracked.
Will's gonna own that car forever.
I'm gonna own that car forever, 100%, and that's the plan.
We thought he was.
The Impala?
Yeah, what's
That's
the number 63 Impala?
64.
64 Impala, whole nother car sitting on top of it in new parts.
So if somebody came to me today, as it sits right now, with 20, they can have it
20,000 would have
With
it.
all the parts.
with all the parts.
You got like $12,000 for the parts.
I know.
He did.
I know.
He did mention that he would trade that car for the Lincoln,
I did.
the 64 Impala. He
Did.
would trade for the Lincoln.
I did.
Yeah.
The look on this.
I did. I said it. I said it.
Put that
Listen,
face to the camera so everyone can see that.
I'll stand on it,
You as dumb as that damn sweater you wearing.
buddy. I'll stand on it.
Who's dumber though? Who's dumber? Will for wanting to do it, or me for not doing it?
You.
Yeah.
You.
It comes with all the
You
parts.
are
We
there.
could literally slap all the unrusty parts on it and flip it for.
And then put it up for 35 and say, good luck.
Yeah.
So if I
You don't even have to tighten everything down.
If I do the work to it and we fix it and make it a nice solid car again, that price is probably going to jump.
Oh, probably going to.
Substantially.
Okay, probably.
Let's hope so. None of us want to
yeah,
come there
no
work on it
kidding.
for free.
We got a run and drive in 64 that's clean with juice.
With all new everything? Oh, yeah. Maybe
wasn't- I wasn't-
22, right?
I wasn't even talking about the juice. I'm just talking about taking all the Impala parts that I have to make it a car
Yeah.
and make it a car. and
Substantially
paint
more money than
it.
20.
Then that price is probably going to be closer to
35.
I was going to say 40.
Okay. Then,
And then if we cut it and juice it, then closer to 50.
I thought the Impala already had juice.
It does.
It does,
Kinda.
but it's
it's got juice.
It's got to get all it's all got to get reworked.
It's the individual who we acquired that from.
He didn't
I
know
thought he
much.
was a car guy.
Cobbled it.
I was sadly mistaken, and I found out when he went to lift the car up, and I was like,
Okay, so
Stop.
you know what hydraulics
Please
sound
stop.
like when you lift it. You've got them, right?
Yeah.
So this one, when you hit the switch, it sounds like my old ass is standing up 6 a.m. in the morning and grabbing my back, and that's what it sounds like.
Rule one: how do you lift your car? Do you hold the switch, or do you give it a little
You
tap?
got to
tap?
give it a little tappy tap.
Right.
Yeah.
He held it.
We get there, and
Yeah, he held
Was it on a 12-volt system or?
No, I took 2 batteries out of the Regal.
it was 24, and he literally goes over and I'm like,
Stop.
It's up. Stop.
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 No. You hit it with your hat.
And
no.
it looks like somebody put like a piece of galvanized box tube for
Listen.
a bridge. It's not
going to be,
good. It's got to get fully gone through.
it needs so much TLC.
yeah.
That's the other thing I hate.
That's a full frame off, just so the viewers know. That is a frame off.
Yeah,
Every
100%.
single nut and bolt from interior
Both
to
the
frame
64s are going to be
is going to be done on that.
big builds. Both of the 64s.
Yeah, if he keeps his hard top 64, it's the same thing. Every last nut and bolt coming down.
Yeah.
Every one.
That's true. And I don't want to get ahead of myself, but if things,
So the
if
wagon's
things
going to be on that list too.
I was gonna say, yeah,
Full
yours is the
build.
same damn thing. Every last nut and bolt.
You're going to be busy with body work, buddy.
so I don't want to get ahead of myself, but if things get rolling pretty good, that very well may be a raffle car.
That'd be cool. That'd be nice.
There you go.
Unless you trade it for the cleanest 92 Lincoln Town car.
That's true. That's
I mean,
true.
anything-
Could happen.
Anything can happen.
Could happen.
Aren't we coming up to the 1 year anniversary here? Like the podcast?
Are we? I don't know. I don't know.
I have no idea. I joined late.
Yeah. I don't pay attention. I just
I'm not sure. Was it cold when you guys filmed the first
I
time?
don't know.
probably.
It is cold tonight.
It's 60 degrees. That's not
Yeah.
cold.
Let's see when our first.
You got a
actually
sweater on.
55.
You got a sweater on. Come on,
Let's see
man.
when our first podcast
You're
aired
wild.
here.
Your blood is thin.
I'm fat.
Because you're talking about raffles, that'd be a good time to do like a shirt raffle or a hat raffle or something.
Good idea.
Is it C48 or C28? C28, right? Is that the Dukes?
Oh, yeah. I don't even know.
You hear about that? Was it the Dukes, right? The Dukes car
10
club?
months ago.
Oh, 10 months. We still got
The,
some months to go.
Close.
They raffled off a car, and homeboy reached in and had the winning chip cupped, and it went to a club mate. Miraculous.
Oh yeah,
I
what
did
was
hear
it?
about that.
58C or 48C?
C28 or C48.
I
something
did hear
like
about that. Yeah.
Oh, Justin just won a T-shirt.
Dudes was making chips for your knockoffs and it was 48C,
Yeah.
and people were putting chips
Oh,
in
nice.
their fire wheels. It was great.
That's awesome. So Ryan, you got a couple cars too. You got that.
I can
that
almost
Toyota-
guarantee that
Toyota-
one's not for sale.
Toyota SUV. Keeping that.
My daily?
I was just curious.
Wait, what?
The grocery getter.
I'll keep it till it dies.
Okay.
Just because that's the kind of guy I am. But the wagon almost got me divorced when I first got it.
Yeah.
Because
All the more reason to sell it.
a guy,
F that car.
a guy rolled up after I just bought it in Oklahoma and was dropping it off at the shipper, and a guy rolled up and tried to buy it from me, and I basically told him twice what I paid for it. And she looked at me like I was crazy, but it was the whole, I can get my money back and I can find a new one
Yeah, you were
the next
ready.
day. But no, that one, the way it sits now, probably 15.
That's it? Really?
It's respectable.
No.
How do you feel about 92 Lincoln Town cars?
I like the wagon. I like your
Easy,
car,
buddy.
but I like the wagon more.
Yeah.
Your wagon runs and drives, kind of.
It's more of a suggestion than anything.
It's
The
depends
ga-
on its mood.
we
but
have to you have to reaffix the gas tank. But
Yeah,
if the gas tank's reaffixed, it'll run and drive. Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
by
I've got to tank it. I've got.
by those standards, my Impala runs and drives.
True story. It does. I think you get way more than 15 for that thing.
that would be my minimum, is what I'm saying.
Shit, I'll give you that tomorrow.
He's like, I'll grab that shit tomorrow. He's like, there's a vacant trailer out there right now. You hook up, you forget the doors on that thing.
We're getting to you, man.
When it's done, it's gonna be a lot more. Like it's probably not gonna be a reasonable price tag.
What's this for your Biscayne?
Yeah.
That's okay.
I can't imagine any, especially you. You had that damn thing for how long? This is your next like flagship build since your last flagship build, which was what, 15, 20 years ago?
More than that.
Okay, so let's just say roughly 20 years ago. Let's be nice and say 20 years ago. This is something you have
Damn,
wanted.
we're
It's a wagon. It's a 63. It's not something like, it's all right. I'll build this. This was like a big thing you found. You fought to get it. You got it. When this thing's like stem to stern done, the hell with the money that you have in it, what it's worth to you, I think it'd just be way too.
Yeah, it'd be tough. But if some,
I don't even know if you'd ever even get rid of it. I don't know if you'd park that in the corner and then eventually just get something else and keep building from there.
You chased this car for over a year, right?
almost a year,
Almost a year.
9 months.
But I'm different. I mean, some people you could part with it. Maybe, I don't know. Myself.
It's kind of like what Tim said. Like technically, everything has a price.
Okay, fair enough.
You know, and like the Thunderbird, I miss, and I had to get rid of it because of family stuff.
I was gonna say you had to get rid of that,
So-
not out of choice though.
Right. So that's one of those ones where it's like, damn.
It's a
like,
thorn in your side.
One that got away.
yeah.
That's a thorn in your
sure.
side.
Mom Celica.
That's gonna come with you to the
that's-
grave, dude.
Yeah, that's
$1 million.
We've already had that discussion. That's like
That's getting
that's been
fixed and
reeled off
finished
to
so you
people.
can drive it
Somebody comes at
around.
you with $1 million. You not selling that car?
Bro, even your mom would look down and be like, you need to sell that
that
shit
car
right
right
now.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking, if someone came with stupid money,
That's
has,
the
So
point. That's the point.
so
of
what
the
is
podcast,
the-
right?
what is the stupid price?
What's the stupid price? What gives you enough money that
100 grand?
Your mom would want to see you finish your car, maybe have some money left over, what have you, and you knew somebody was going to take care of it.
You know that old superstitious saying, you find a dime. That's an Italian thing. You find a dime, somebody who's passed away recently is thinking of you. You know,
Yeah.
if you don't sell that for like $100 grand, your mom is going to throw like a whole bag of dimes down on your ass. Just, what are you doing?
Homie, don't play that.
What are you doing?
that wouldn't. There's so much sentimental in
Yeah.
that. It would probably be like 7 figures.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, you're tapping into the fields, man. It's almost like
$1
is the
million
money
car.
even worth it? You know,
Which it's not worth it.
Yeah.
So somebody who just happened to be like,
I have to have that.
I have to have that.
I'll give you. I'll $150,000.
That's how. Listen, I get it. That's how I feel about the glass house.
Because that was mom's. So, mom,
Yeah, it's tough.
My dad bought that car for my mom, brand new off the showroom floor.
Oh shit. Okay.
And it
Brand new.
spent, like it came off the showroom floor.
Its entirety.
Yeah, it's been in the family from day one. She had it for 2 weeks. My dad come up with all these crazy plans to do like the side skirts and all the stuff to it, and it went to a shop in Tampa, and
Yeah.
it spent 3 months there getting done.
Just 3 months, Will.
Was that
Who'd have thunk?
what a shop in Tampa? What?
Want to guess which stop that wasn't? Anyway,
What side of
That's
Tampa
correct.
was that?
so your father was a bit of a car guy then.
Yeah, I mean that's where I got it from. Was from my
I didn't know.
my
I
dad and my
didn't
mom.
know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And spent 3 months in the shop. Came back. It was home for 2 weeks. My mom took it for an oil change just because.
Yeah.
And the owner of the dealership we bought it from, which at the time was Kramer Toyota, it's now Venice Toyota, but Kramer Toyota, Mr. Kramer said, I will pay you to have this car sit in my showroom.
No kidding.
And it spent another 6 months sitting in the showroom. They
Getting
gave-
paid to sit in there.
Yep, they gave her a loaner to drive. It sat there for 6 months.
And they paid for it.
For
That's
them
cool.
to draw business. And then finally my mom went, I'd really like to drive my new car that I haven't driven in almost a year.
Can I have my shit back?
And went and basically told my dad, go get that car.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then my mom drove it to and from work every day.
That's not bad, though. They got 6 months out of it.
Yeah.
That's a whole half a year on that. That's cool.
Yeah. Plus the 3 months getting done.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure she was tired of that.
so I mean, 9 months out of the first 9 months of the car ownership
Yours.
didn't drive. Yeah.
You could buy it, but you're not going to drive it.
So yeah. So it was one of those like,
That's cool. That's a cool story. I'd have a hard time getting rid of that, too.
so.
But I would deliver it for $200,000.
It honestly would have to be like $1
made me
million
feel
price
way
tag
better.
and desperate measures of my life that requires that I need the money.
I mean,
Yeah, of course.
we have some pretty
Otherwise,
high
I would
taste.
Look,
probably-
at the end of the day, because
Bro, every day is desperate for us. We got some high, expensive taste.
at the end of the day, it's all stuff, right? It's all just stuff. You can get stuff anytime, right? Right now, I can afford to be sentimental about things and not sell it, but I might come to a spot where I can't be. Right? Some things
I can afford. I'm affording the idea that we're about to sell plasma to make mortgage next month. So
we do what we got to do, right?
True story.
We're driving the link.
that's a real story. The old lady's actually looking into that. So please share, and subscribe for the love of God.
And donate to Dean's broadcast fund.
For the love of God.
All right, so that moves us over to Trent, who owns a lot of cars. It's going to be a few minutes here.
I got a few.
Bro, he's got a few. He's like, I'm done. And then the next day, he's like, oh, we got room for one more.
His work car he'd sell tomorrow.
Yeah. Yep.
So let's just go down the list and put prices on everything you have.
All right.
Sit back.
Where do we want to start at? Trucks or cars?
Start with the Isuzu.
Isuzu.
I have a love-hate relationship with that truck.
Today's a good day to ask.
Today's day.
I thought I was done working on that thing years ago. We got to do it all over again.
I got that truck when I was 18 years old. Had it ever since, except for 2 years when I sold it and instantly regretted it, and then bought it back, and then instantly regretted buying it back. Should have just let that son of a bitch go.
Give the viewers a time frame. I mean, you're 18. You got all these grays now. How old is you now?
45 now, so I've had that
damn.
truck for a hot minute.
Kevin Hart.
That truck and I
30
have
plus
literally
years.
been over this entire country, going to shows, Illinois, everywhere.
How much?
What does Will say? What is it? Stop, don't give me the labor. Just give me the baby.
Not the labor.
See what sucks? You're a mini truck guy too,
Yeah.
right? Nissans, Isuzus, Toyotas. They are money pits. You can dump
Sure, it doesn't matter.
tons, and I have dumped
That truck ain't worth shit.
probably $100,000 into it, and it ain't worth a fucking penny of what I spent into it. I've built it 4 separate times. It was a stereo truck. It was initially shaved, and we reshaved everything because of an armadillo. It took off the combo. We bagged it. I probably got close to $100,000 into this Isuzu.
So like 25 hundo.
It's like
100%.
a remedial class, right?
No, I would
If
say
I
that's
could get
reasonably accurate.
$2,500 for it, I would be happy.
This is exactly how all
And
the
if it was
car
an
guys that
extended
are
cab?
listening right now to this show feel about their cars too, right?
I feel like we're losing subscribers. We're putting people in their feels right now.
No, they're their feels going. Subscribe.
I need to hear this
It's like,
shit.
hey, I put $100,000 into mine. It's only worth 2,500.
Like $5,000 would probably
To
get
another mini trucker.
$5,000 would get the truck and all the parts to finish it for the 6th time.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And then you'd see it
it's
driving
not an
around the
extended
hood
cab.
again.
And I'd be upset.
And you'd be upset. And you'd be throwing money back at it.
So probably $5,000, and I would get it. It's a lawn ornament in front of my garage right now. And as of a week ago, it's leaking some random ass fluid.
Yeah.
Don't know how or why, but
Got shot in a drive-by, just leaking
All
out.
right.
I came home from work the other day and I was like, "What is that smell?" And I'm looking around, like it smelled like an
Here's
aerosol.
the Isuzu.
So I open up the garage and I instantly look at the 2 old cars, the 64s, and I'm like, all right, they're not leaking anything. I'm like, what is that? I go around front, there's this big puddle underneath. I'm like, are you kidding
I
me?
know what it did. It
Are
took
you
itself
kidding me?
out. It took itself out. That's
You
what it
piece
did.
of shit. So
It's been with you for so long. It sleeps outside.
yeah, it's the old beaten dog that sits out
Oh,
there.
God. All right. So you got a couple more cars. What else you got?
The Buick.
Ooh, this is a good one.
The one that you didn't want to buy that you cursed at us for making you buy.
Yeah, no, I'm about to potentially dump a ton of more money into this fucking thing.
That's the one.
this number's low on mine.
I'm just gonna interrupt you for half a second. That's the one I can't see you getting rid of.
The one that he almost didn't get. And I said, no, please, don't buy
there's
it
no-
because it's getting bought tonight.
But there's no sentimental attachment to this car.
None. I'm actually this is stupid, but I really liked my Suburban. And
That was a C10 Suburban, wasn't it?
no,
Yeah. It was
Square
C10
body.
Suburban. Square body.
It was square
Square body.
Yeah, C10 Suburban.
So-
R10, whatever.
K body actually.
That body, though. No, K would be four-wheel drive.
I'm thinking
That's true.
as is, 25.
25,000.
Yep, 25,000.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
I was about to say I'm
I mean,
gonna go with the
That's
bank.
not out of the. That's not out of the.
No,
realm
you
of-
see, because I'm in a Electra forum, and you see 64s, 65, 60s in
Yeah.
much worse condition, demanding 17, 18, 19. So 25 for that, I think, is very
25 for running, driving, no body damage.
No body damage, everything's
Professionally
original.
bagged.
fair.
Yeah.
All the power accessories were power windows, power seats,
Original interior
Yeah.
and second paint job in its life.
and it's
Garage kept its whole life and only 62,000 miles.
62. Yeah, it's turnkey. I could hop in it right now and drive over here, no bubbles, no troubles.
Yeah,
So
that's
25 for that.
25 easily.
The Impala, I think, is going to be right around the same. I know how much I have in that.
That's a 64.
64 Impala.
Hardtop. Not a convertible.
Hardtop, not a convertible, but it has a 307 from a 1970 Chevelle. It's got the whole drivetrain from a 70 Chevelle. Motors chrome. All the cooling's all aluminum. It's all brand new. All leather seats, which are new. The body needs a little bit of work, but we have all the parts for it. I have the entire hydraulic setup for it. So, again, at least 25, if not 30, for the Impala, just because it's a 64 Impala with a very pretty motor.
And it's an SS, right? 'Cause you got the
It's not an SS. It's got an SS emblem on it.
well, because you got the buckets and the. And
It's
the
got
console
it's
shit,
it's an SS clone. It's got the bucket seats. It's got the middle shifter. It's got all the good jazz, and it's got
Which is not, it's a clone, but at the end of the day, it didn't come out of the factory as an SS. But all the SS came out
but
in that platform. It's
Dean
just-
will attest to how snappy that motor is. The first time we took it up to Tampa, he was following me. We were up at Slam Fest 2 years ago.
Yeah.
2-3
What's
years
that
ago.
bridge that you slowly go up?
I turned the corner and hit the gas, and he had this little Ranger then. And his little Ranger.
Bro, I just saw him and Peyton. I saw Peyton's head and his head do this. Because they were in the turn as they did it, I just saw this. And the car, because the car had the bushings that weren't replaced, just do this.
Yeah,
And
that's all been
but
replaced. It's all
it
good.
was gown. It just left. I'm like, okay, damn, slow down, my little 3.0.
with 13s on it. Right?
13's on it.
14.
Screaming.
Oh, he had 13.
Screaming to me, if you love him, you will let him go. Like, just took off.
The car is fast.
So if Ryan laid $52,500 on you and bought all three of your cars, what would you buy?
The next big mistake.
Yeah, what would you buy with your $52,000?
A Suburban.
So it would definitely not have a top on it.
I already know he'd get. He'd
Buick,
be a
Paladin
drop
and a
top
Isuzu.
69.
I'd look at probably back into the Buick
69 drop.
realm, and I'd go convertible Buick. Or convertible Lincoln for that kind of money.
Jesus
I'd
Christ.
piss Justin off and pull in with a 4-door.
He wouldn't talk to you.
Just out here losing friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
On and off the job, losing friends. Good
yeah,
job.
it's all good.
Yeah, he'd be over here like, hey, Justin, watch this. Boop.
Yeah.
I actually prefer the hardtops.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Like
got
the
two.
line's better on the 4-door. Now, if there's a 2-door, probably a convertible.
Oh.
If you find out how much it takes to manage all the hydraulics and mechanisms inside for the drop top, you'll learn
Just
to
to put
like
the
the
top
hard
down.
top.
Yeah.
There's actually people that travel around the country that literally only work on the mechanisms and the hydraulics for those cars. For those, that's it. That's their only job. They travel for it. That's how intricate
Rocket scientist.
it is. That's how intricate the system is for that.
it's ridiculous, yeah.
I can only imagine what they get paid to pull up somewhere and fix somebody's, drop top for a few days.
Right.
And the last one, the F-250. Somebody take over payments. I'm done with that truck. Too.
Please come.
That's your daily, yeah.
Somebody wants my F-250. It's 90.
All right, Dean. Here we are, man. Salt flats.
I'm selling plasma.
Yeah. Everything's for sale. You like it,
Everything,
Matt?
including my morals, are for sale.
You got a list.
You have a
though.
list,
I got a
of,
list. I got a few.
including donors.
Okay, so we'll start with the T bucket, the 23. I started that in. I was there from 07 to 09 at Wyotech. I started it in probably 07. Now it's a body and it's a frame and everything like that. And I reinvented the wheels, so I decided that I took took the old frame and threw it out, and I made a new frame for it, and I've got the body. There is a lot of sentimental to all of that, and here's why. The body I actually cast, it's a glass body. I cast that out of at the time, a 55-year-old mold. So I've been out of school since '09, do the math. So it's even older. So I made the body myself. I made the dash, the floors, the bed, the grill shell. I actually made the buck that made the first grill shell. So now, to my knowledge, that's still up there popping out grill shells for a 23 Model T. So I actually made the buck that made the grill shell, and they're still using it to this day to pop them out. So I've made, literally, my hands have been all over that. I was bouncing for the 2 years that I was up there, and all the money, all the funds that I got from, doing that at a club went into that. So I've got blood, sweat, tears, energy, everything. I can't see myself really parting with that. When it's fully done, I don't know if, but like you said, everything's got a price, but it's one of those things that I've really, it's been around for a while, and I need to finish it, and I want to finish it. But I guess, if the right money came along, I don't even know what a price would be on that, because I don't know what what the average price is now for a T-bucket is going for.
What would it take to take it from you, though?
As is, like
Somebody
now, like
walks
the
in
body and the frame,
with a stack of
or like
hundos.
done.
As it is, right?
As
now.
is. Stack hundos, what is it?
Man. Somebody came to me right now and they wanted to get the motor I was going to put in it and the frame that I've got mocked up and tacked together and the body and everything. I guess a fair for them, but also, just a stupid number. Only in the 5 to 10 range. And I would take that and I would put it towards my other toy / business card in the Cadillac. But I don't know if that's because money's tight or if it's just being realistic to a person. But I guess the stupid price would be like, 10 grand. Okay. Come pick up this body in this frame for 10 grand. But I have to look at the price of what stuff's going for now. It might be worth more than that. Outside of that, I've got my.
I want to jump to the Mercury next.
You want to go to the Mercury next? Oh, God, I was going to save that for last. Okay, you put me right in the feels on that one. God damn it, that's like with me. That's like with Ryan, but my pops is still around, man. So I still got pictures of it. Years back, my old man, they had my parents had property up in Maine, and I guess they found this 55 Mercury Monterey 4-door out front of somebody's barn, just for sale sign on it. And my mother snapped a picture. My mother snapped a picture of my father leaning over it and looking at it. Like, he didn't even know. And she sent me the picture. And I'm like, and I saw from the corner, I could see like a for sale sign. And I see my old man leaning over the fender and looking at it. I'm like, what's that? Is that Dad getting that? She's like, oh, he's looking at it, He had mentioned your name, just like, Dean probably likes something like this. Not that he was going to get it, but the fact that he was looking at it and then he got pissed off at my mother. He's like, oh, why did you tell him that? So I got in his ear. I got in his ear that year. We had family outings every year. So I went up that family outing. I got in his ear and everything. He just kind of brushed it off. Well, the next year that was coming up, I said, is it still around? He goes, yeah, I saw it. The funny thing is I saw it a few months ago. It was just sitting out there. So I'm like, really? He goes, I'll tell you what, if it's still up here when you get here. Well, I convinced him. I'm jumping ahead. I convinced him. I said, let me come up there with some money. I want to buy that. What are they asking? Do you even have money for that? And I said, I've got, half now. I had a few grand. I said, I'll bring that up. He said, I'll tell you what, bring it up. He goes, we'll go take a look. He goes, we'll see what we can do with it. He goes, but this is on you, not me. I said, okay. We go up. I'm all excited, dude. I'm on cloud 9. I got, a few grand in my pocket. I know my father's going to match the rest if, they want more, and I just owe him the money. And we roll up where it was. It's not there anymore. And my heart sunk. So he said, I'll tell you what, kind of like an old country road. There's 2 streets next to it. He goes, we'll go down both these streets. He goes, if it's outside, it's meant to be. First street, nothing. Strike out. Second street, all the way down at the end, sitting right out front of a barn. There it is. And my heart just like, oh man, I jumped. Said, that's it. So skipped the negotiations. I ended up buying the car, sat up in Maine for couple of years until we towed it down. That's where the sentimental comes in for it. Comes in for me. So it was in Maine. We live in Florida. Decided, okay, let's finally get it down from Maine. They want to sell the property in the next year, so let's get it down. We go up there. It's a 3-day trip. Left on a Friday. I took a Friday off. Straight through. Just me and my old man. If I was sleeping, he was driving. If he was sleeping, I was driving. And we just went straight up. Got there. First thing we did, loaded it up, locked it all down, got it all ready, went inside the house, and said we'll sleep for a few hours before we head out. But that's all we did. We literally fixed ourselves like a strong drink, and like my mother had like a pork pie in the freezer. Heated that thing up, cut it in half, ate it, slept for a few hours, got back on the road, all the way back. Me and my father are very
Do you
close.
remember what the weather was like?
Do I remember what the weather was like?
You're a hell of a storyteller. How much for that car?
Let's cut to the.
I feel like we need a campfire.
I've gotten
Well,
a lot
you
of,
just
I've
listen.
gotten a lot of labor pains
Yeah.
here.
That's a lot of labor
Where's
pains?
the baby?
Yeah. I don't need to know how the clock works. I just need to know
Okay.
what time.
Well, listen. You know that's how I explain things. I'm going to give you the whole backstory.
They just wanted to cut you off before you started crying because it looked like it was coming close.
I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Moral of the story is, we had a lot of close memories and conversations for 3 days straight. Me and my old man just up and back, and we both talking about the car, and then just sharing a lot of life with each other. A lot of stories. So just picking it up and him finding it, and the 3 days I spent picking it back up and bringing it down. I don't know, man. That's I'm stuck with it. Like there's sentimental in that. Period.
So there's no dollar amount for that car?
So
Everything's got a
right?
dollar.
Everything's
that's
for
probably in
sale.
the category like my mom's Celica.
Dude, but it's not as. It's significant, but it's not as to that level.
No, but
your,
I'm
your
saying-
mother's passed on. My
Right.
father's still
No,
here with
no,
me,
I
but
get that.
100 grand.
oh,
20,000.
That's what I'm saying. It's in that category where it's
Trying
out
to
there.
get a deal. Does this car run? I haven't seen it.
You remember the?
it did. It did. I just took the whole front end off.
Tried to break my leg.
Oh,
That's true.
I did.
Bent him like Gumby.
Trent's shin.
Bent him like
Went the other
Gumby.
way.
It was.
Bro, I saw his shin go like this. He went, oh no.
It bent and the whole leg turned white, and I was like, it's slow motion. I'm like, I'm watching my leg snap in half, and then it just stopped. I was like, and I was able to slide my heel
I
out.
thought he was doing a liquid robot. He just,
That gangster limp.
Walked over the side. Oh my
I don't
God.
even know.
50 grand.
I don't even know. It probably in the 50 to 100, but even then, my father's still with us. I'd have to ask him like, Dad, listen, and he'd probably look at me like, sell it. But it's not going to be that level of sentimental with an 80-year-old man as it is to
So
me.
it's a 6-figure car.
I'm telling you right now that, and this is the epitome of compliment mentality right here.
Yeah.
The instant his father passes, the price tag doubles.
That's what I'm saying. Like if
someone
if
gives
my
him $100
dad
grand
passed away
now,
tomorrow and you asked me this question again,
You're getting
that
punched in the
fresh,
face.
that fresh, I would probably say, not interested. 500K, I'd probably be like, I'd probably sell it in tears and then fund a shop, a proper shop for that. But I would be broken for a while. Like I don't know, man. You're asking something like where he's here, so it's maybe feasible, much more feasible. And if he was gone, it's like, nah, man. Like the stories and the excitement my father had with us buying a 50, fat fendered 50s car and how much he'd love that thing, and he loves all kinds of cars.
So that being said, how much sentimental attachment do you have to your F-150?
Ooh, that's got the
My daily driver
the-
since I was 17.
salt flats wheels. Is that right?
I'm gonna come over this table.
Because that
You
was,
know, all the viewers are like,
That's
why
got
does he always mention
aerodynamic? Is,
buddy, that truck's got history with your family.
history with the family,
is
history
that your
with
first
me?
car?
That's
that
my
truck?
first vehicle.
It was okay.
265,000 miles on it now. I've had it. I'm 38. I've had it since I was 17.
That's got to be the most expensive single cab salt flats F-150 in existence.
I hate you as much as I hate that sweater.
Oh, man.
Real shit.
Your grandmama knitted this sweater for me. Be nice.
She hates you too,
Well, I love her.
dude. I don't know, man. Like I've never really actually thought about that. To sell the F-150, I don't know. I feel like I would be more okay with it than you would think. If I'm being honest with myself, I've got a lot of history with that thing. I'd probably be torn up with it for a little bit, but
What's the number?
I can tell you what the market is on that truck. I appraised
$6 and 3
You
tamales.
appraised one of those?
I appraised one of those the other day.
hit me. What is it?
An XL regular cab V6 F-150.
Hold
The
on.
one
Let's
I looked
go
at-
around the table. What year is it?
01.
01, 6-cylinder,
I appraised
XL,
an 02.
250,000 miles.
2,500.
I think you're high.
I would try to get it for 15, but that's how he tries
15's the
to.
market.
I think if we're going dealership prices, we're in the $800 range.
$800.
I'm thinking
That's
like
disrespectful.
truck prices right now
You're
are
just
nuts. I'm
mean.
thinking it's like 4,200.
42.
Okay.
Same kind of motor.
You're talking individual seller.
Auction pricing,
$56.50.
$975.
Oh!
God,
Closest without going
Damn.
over, baby.
Let's not go over. The price is right, bitch. All right.
I wasn't talking auction. I was talking his dealership.
Were they mad? Were they mad
it's
at you?
right out there. I don't want to hear
But
that.
people want to punch me in the face daily.
It's old. It can't hear.
$900.
I
Can't
heard a
hear.
lot of feelings.
Yeah.
God damn. Are we still asking
right,
the price,
now-
or am I still? Am
now
I
how
paying
much-
someone to take it?
How much with those aluminum hubcaps? That's got to drop the price down.
Yeah,
bring it
that's
yeah,
like
that brings
negative.
it down to
Oh,
$500.
kiss my whole ass, dude. There's a lot of people that like that. Y'all just got
We know.
shit taste.
We know. Give us the list. Who all likes it?
I
Justin,
can
you
go
like
through
it?
my phone.
No, Ryan?
It's the guy.
No, all y'all don't like it. Y'all don't like booty kits on Cadillacs either. But I got one. Y'all help me find one.
Oh, good.
Because we support you
Support you. Yeah.
and your silly
We don't
decisions.
support that sweater.
It doesn't matter.
Tack.
So how much would it cost?
Yeah.
to sell?
What's the price?
Fuck, at that point,
Right.
my whole ass hurts, man.
You
Honestly, the price for that would be.
you got to. It's a daily driver. You
That's
got
what
to
I'm.
buy another
that's
daily
that's my
driver with
point.
whatever money
That's how
you
I'm
get.
looking. That's,
I can
I'm,
tell you-
objectively, I'm trying to look at it through like those eyes. Those
That was
lenses.
a little unfair. Let me also tell you the retail price of what they're going for.
Yeah.
About $3,000.
Okay.
Realistically, for me, okay, so because with the sentimental value and everything, and what I will be replacing, which would be a daily driver, I don't want to buy another used car because that wasn't used, but that was part of the family when my father first bought it. A new car with a warranty sounds pretty damn nice, and
Those car payments don't though.
no, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like so, whatever a decent, truck of that caliber,
You're talking
it's-
25,000, 30,000 for your car for the F1.
to get. Well, what's going to get me in a new car?
I mean,
I need another car.
I don't know.
Buddy, you can get a new car right now with nothing.
Zero down.
Payment's going to be high.
How
as
the
hell,
payments?
though. Like Snoop Dogg
They
high.
don't have a comma.
They at least
It depends on your credit
Still
score
has
too.
comma,
Depends on that credit score too.
bro. You see numbers and then that comma goes, hold up, wait a minute.
However, you sell
Something
it
to the right.
You sell it for $3,000. You put the $3,000 down.
Yeah.
I don't think $3,000's a number.
All right. If we're looking at it like that, to fund me into a new car, not fully pay for it, put me in another vehicle. Probably another truck, and something new. I don't want to buy used. I want to buy something new with a full warranty. I'd probably do like 10.
For the F-150, 10 grand.
Yeah, well, because I'm factoring in the sentimental value, and also what I'm going to pay for another vehicle, and that's only a tenth of what another truck is
I'm
going
going
to
to change
cost.
my answer then. I'm getting at least 15 for the Isuzu.
Hey, Will, what is the absolute cheapest truck on your lot? New.
Jenkins?
New truck?
Oh,
Yeah, wait,
35.
If that's what he's talking
37.
about.
That's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about. 60,
Even for the janky
bro.
new.
No, he's talking on new.
You want the cheapest brand new
Silverado.
Colorado that
60
I have.
grand.
Colorado. That's not a real. We won't
Say
real
it.
We need something that'll
Say
pull
it.
trade.
Mouth-
full
let your
size
let your lips mouth 6.
It's mid 40s
Okay.
for Colorado.
Yeah.
That's
The only
that's
way you're getting
that's
something
work
new,
truck,
homie, no offense,
2-wheel
is a
drive.
Kia.
I know.
No, you can get something new anywhere.
Well,
You
Well,
can-
no,
you-
I'm saying I would take that money. I would put like a substantial amount down.
You know
with
you
10
can get a
grand.
used car with a warranty, right?
Yeah,
like
but
a
I don't
year
want to
or
buy
two
used.
old
I wanna
truck?
I've never bought anything new. I've never bought a damn thing new in my life.
It's not.
Minus the house, and that's just nothing but a damn.
Depreciation as soon as you drive off the lot.
it's
you're
an
screwed.
overrated experience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good. Facts.
I did it once. Probably won't do it again.
All right. Well, then, how many miles are we talking on this thing?
You're better off buying something certified. A certified pre-owned is the way
What's
to do it.
certified?
This is something
It means
that's commercial.
they checked it and
they
everything's
checked
good.
it.
The warranty is
Okay.
still intact.
Okay.
Gives you a little bit extra warranty.
So what, like 10, 20,000 miles on it already?
Yeah.
maybe a little more.
All right.
But
And what would that put the price
Matter
tag
of
at?
fact, I'd want to buy something that's a couple years older before they started getting with all these crazy transmissions that
Yes.
have nothing but issues.
Ask me about my F-250 if you have any questions about
I'd buy something like 2018.
Why, you still got questions about it too.
I hate that damn thing. I hate that truck.
That's probably where it'd be
All right,
for me.
10,000.
Yeah.
10,000. We got to settle this.
That's also sentimental.
We still have 2 more cars to go
That's
through.
true.
I'm
What
sorry,
about, all
guys.
right, next.
I know the Cadillac.
He's got the Cadillac and then
And he's
the
got
other
the
Cadillac.
motorcycles.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Yeah, the
gosh.
motorcycle.
Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize. We deal with this every day.
We're running late.
This is going to be an hour and a half episode.
We're running
It's
late.
a 2-part episode.
Let's talk about the Cadillac.
Cadillac. All right.
Cadillacs.
Just the number. No labor pains. Just the baby.
14,
What's the number on the
6,
Cadillac?
Pepsi Blue wires. the way
Which
it
which
sits.
Cadillac we talking about?
Yeah.
The one with the muffler?
I got
No.
Parts
two.
car.
I got two.
No.
Together, package.
No, yeah.
Package now or single?
How much can we buy your Cadillac for? What's it going to take?
Singular. All right. Drive that other one up your ass. You made me buy it, you son of a bitch. God.
Give you
The
5
way it
minutes.
sits,
right. Justin, how much for the Ford? Why he thinks? How much for the Ranger?
Yeah,
We'll
start
come
figuring out
back
your
to
numbers.
you.
I don't think it's worth selling. I just
Ford-
keep it and finish it.
Ford Ranger. Somebody
till they offer him a price that he can build his
Some-
whole shop.
Somebody says 5,000. No.
You're not going to get that for
5,000.
5,000.
10,000.
10,000.
No.
No to 10.
15.
No, because I'm not going to be able to buy a mini truck.
I think
15,
I think
15
I know he's
Yeah.
getting a Zuzu.
15. I mean,
For 15,
15.
Okay, not going to buy a mini truck that I want.
20.
If I get another mini truck, I want a
25.
Courier. Like a 70.
everyone just throwing numbers out.
30.
30,000. Come on.
40?
I'll trade it for a 4-door hardtop Continental.
All right, so you're talking in the mid 40s, 50s.
Where are you shopping?
This seems extreme. I think 20,000 would do it.
I think somebody waved $20,000 under his nose. He'd be like,
20,000
all
for a
right.
Ranger. Yeah. Because you could replace it plus. I think.
Maybe.
I'm not dissing the Ranger. I like it. I'm a Ranger guy for sure.
Out on my
I like
There you
it.
go.
I think 20,000 is the number.
All right, you've had 3 minutes. Where you at with the Cadillac?
The way that sits and the way the prices are going for right now, what's it worth or what I would sell it for?
Justin, Maverick. How much for the Maverick?
Tell us about your
Come
wife's
get it.
truck.
Dude, I'm horrible at fucking coming up with prices. This is tough.
If I walked up to you with 12 grand, would you sell me that Cadillac?
Hell no.
15.
Yes.
He's debating it.
That's a yes.
If you had 12 grand, you buy the Lincoln though.
No, because that's what that's your close. 15 is what
you
they're
said
worth.
the price on the Lincoln was 15.
No, it's
That's
below.
your 15 is what you're close to with some of them that are like kind of tired and
We're not
everything.
talking
but
about
they're
some of
like-
them. We're talking about yours.
So 15 grand,
There's
I'm
no
buying
other,
yours.
there's no other Cadillacs on the market.
15 grand. You buy the Cadillac.
You're
You can have
selling
Ask
your
Debbie.
car.
Well,
Someone's
then,
walking up with cash.
then the price is going
No,
up.
you know what I'm saying.
It's blind demand, baby.
It'd probably realistically probably be in the 20 to 25.
20 to 25. Okay. Parts Cadillac. 500.
No, I bought it for a G.
You can
A
keep
G.
it.
It's easily worth that.
So
I'd
you're selling it
sell
for a G?
we could throw that away right now. We could probably put it up as it is, clean it up, sell it for $3 grand.
3 grand? Okay, so that's 3 grand. The custom bike you got, the
Chopper?
Sportster chopper, yeah.
No, it's not Sportster. It's a big twin.
Whatever it is, big
It's a
twin
twin.
chopper.
Don't call the gun a rifle now.
Whatever.
all right?
Whatever.
How much you think?
6 or 8.
Oh, okay. So you came
Okay.
up with the price.
And the Road
Got
King?
The road.
Touch my mic.
The arcade. Yeah, fuck your mic.
Danielle's Ford. Where are we at with that?
Fusion?
I think,
Fusion.
The award-winning Fusion?
I think she listed it for 25.
25?
25 was the number.
I mean, yeah, it's the 12 to 15 for the bike because I want to get right
For
back on
For
one.
the Road King?
Yeah, I want to get right back on one.
Okay.
I don't know anything about markets for bikes, so I don't know if that's fair price or not.
That's fair. The
No,
Road
that's,
King-
oh
that
yeah,
Road
the way
King
it
is a fair
sits right
price.
now, I got that. I picked that thing up for 7, and realistically, it was worth 12. And I've got
The bars are nice.
the bars. It's
Mechanic-
dropped,
you
and
fixed
it's
it
been
mechanically,
fully.
so
Yeah.
That's a fair price.
Oh yeah.
Well, the good news is that nobody's buying our shit for those prices. So we get to keep it all.
We had to keep it up.
Until somebody logs in like that guy with the story about the Mercury. I'm really captivated. Is he contemplating selling that?
I think Trent could sell the Isuzu.
That's
25.
true. That's true. I might buy it off him.
No, he said 5. He didn't say
5.
25. Originally he said 25, but then he said 5.
2,500.
With all
He
the
already
parts on it.
listen. He already
It's got-
sold it for 2,500.
It's got a new Cali combo. It's got the light filler, the corner fillers. It's got everything it needs to be put back together.
Yeah, let's be clear about this. It has all these things in the boxes we have to put back together.
Yeah.
And they don't bolt on. No.
But we've been busy with other stuff.
That's what you make your bread and butter on. You should be happy. More practice. Hone your skill.
Oh, my ass, man. I'm tired. I'm tired.
Hey, bro, we're all here.
That's him.
helping
He
you.
really selling it. And then he comes in with the 63 Biscayne and it's been dipped. And he's like, what do you think? You hone them skills?
Hone those skills.
You come look at me, hold your skills. I'll be like, hold your horses.
That looks like some Swiss cheese up in there.
I know those.
Trent, you on the other side of the car? Yeah, cool. Tell me if you feel this.
Well, I mean, we don't really know how bad it is. But
We don't.
I don't know. It's.
But I promise you this, I'm going to be pissed.
I know it's not good. When the first time I took it anywhere on a road trip was to bring it down to show it to you,
Yep.
and the gas tank fell out in your driveway.
And it said, here. Listen, we have arrived. I've 5 years in speed shops. I promise you this, I'm already pissed, and it hasn't even been chemically dipped yet, and I'm already pissed.
That tailgate is going to be bad.
Bro, I ain't even sweating the tailgate. It's gonna be so much worse everywhere else.
So since
Just like my Mercury, just like my
the,
Merc.
the tailgate's going to be the worst.
I don't know,
I
man.
can almost guarantee that.
Wait till you see them flows.
But the floors you can buy. The tailgate,
There, you can't get
it's
a tailgate.
100%.
Okay, you're talking it from paper mache,
The first 5
some
years.
glue and newspaper.
No, all seriousness, first 5 years I've owned that car, I did nothing but just randomly scour the internet for a tailgate.
Yeah,
And not if I found one, the price was more than I paid for the car.
God, damn, how much were they
We can
asking
call
for?
Hubbard's tomorrow and get a floor for it for
The last,
1,500
when I
bucks.
stopped looking, the last one I found that was supposedly guaranteed solid was $10K.
Oh my
You
God!
got a trunk lid?
And that was a manual back window. Mine's power.
So, what are your thoughts on like a Cali combo kit? What are your thoughts on a Cali combo kit on the old 63 Biscayne?
It's got to be accessible for the stereo.
You can crawl over that.
The front.
And not only accessible, it's got to be solid for the stereo.
Yeah, how about we solidly weld that back and just be done with it?
How's it going to get
No, sir.
He can crawl over that.
No, sir.
Step ladder.
No, sir.
You going to weld steps on the back too?
Come on, you were that close. You would have punched me in the jaw by now.
So since none of us are getting rid of any of our cars anytime soon,
I'm getting rid of a few friends.
including
I know
the-
that shit.
including the Lincoln. Just real quick, let's just go around the table. What's next for one of your cars? Like,
Well, let me touch on one thing. Was that the Turkey Rod Run this weekend?
okay.
I don't know if y'all know that Schulman's got one of his cars for sale, the red Cadillac.
Cadillac, yeah.
thought he had two for sale there.
I only saw the one.
The Impala.
Impala.
Oh, the
and
Impala too?
Cadillac.
That's his? The Impala was $90,000. That was the affordable car.
Yeah,
I didn't even take a picture of the Cadillac because I thought he might charge me for his asking price.
He would.
That's a beautiful car.
It's a beautiful car.
He would and should.
He
charge
wants
you.
$250,000. $250,000 was the sticker price on it,
Yeah.
and that's down from $299, which is what it got it
That's
listed
the sad
for
part is at a
at
speed
Camden
shop,
Drive.
man. At a proper speed shop, not the ones
Were
I've
there a
worked
bunch of
at.
old guys? No offense to any old guys around here. We're old too, but was anybody taking notes?
I didn't see
Standing
it.
next to it? No.
No, I didn't look at it though because I was like, I walked by, I was like, oh, it's for sale. Oh my!
Oh, is
I'm
that
just
the
gonna.
mileage?
I'll
I'm gonna
guarantee
run
you
to
he's
the
close
other
to-
side of the fair.
I can't afford to stand here.
He's got a lot of money in that
He's
car.
close to or at that. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
That's the sad. I'm not saying it's worth that, but that's what he's probably got into it.
I'm sure he's going to have more than that in the other Cadillac he's building.
What's he building now?
For sure.
49, I think.
Oh yeah.
For
Big-
sure.
Big body.
Yeah, that one's.
That dude's got the FU money.
Yeah. But while we're on the topic, let's mix it up a little bit. What would you sell Peyton for? What would you get rid of that for?
He's an adult. I can't sell him anymore.
Oh.
Let's talk about the little one though.
Oh,
Tyler.
yeah.
20 bucks in a Tic Tac.
Damn!
Tic Tac.
You hear that, Peyton? You ain't shit.
Oh gosh.
He's an adult.
He's
He
an
can make
adult. He
his own
can't
decisions.
sell him.
Yeah, but if he's an adult and that's the one that's still the youngest and you love him,
So we just
he knows you.
we went from cars to slavery. So we need to push past this.
Edit that out.
Anywho,
Yeah,
Tim,
we're off topic.
what, so what's next for you?
You know, I think the I really want to do rock lights, probably. Oh, not rock lights, street lights, I guess, underneath the Lincoln. That's probably what's next for.
Is that before you sell it? Is the
Yeah, I was
price-
gonna
is
say,
the
yeah.
price-
Is
the price
that
gonna go
going
up a
on
couple
with?
grand?
Thank you. You beat
might-
me. You fucking beat me on that one.
You guys have stuff for sale too. We just talked about it.
We're just both a little salty about that. Okay, we just finished that. Like,
So probably some kind of under lights. I'm going to put a bunch of lights underneath of it. So that'll be next
True
for it.
neon.
he's still got the
No,
nipples on the
no.
tires.
You know, Street Glow has those out. The Gold Series neon lights are back, but they're like $800 or something. It's pretty
For
pricey.
actual neons?
It's for real neons.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
They tried to kill me once. I like them. I'm
They are coming back with that.
Well, it's
Just a
nice.
little
fan.
electrocution.
Yeah.
Will and I were talking about the Lincoln and stuff, and I mean when it's down, right? I mean it's probably gonna have some hot spots because the lights can only be so
100%.
far from the ground,
Yeah, it's going to be like
and that drives me crazy. So
do the strips and the
figure
neons
that
or the
out.
strips because they have the LED strips that you
yeah,
can
so
stick
I'm
on.
gonna try a couple different things and see what works, but that's what's next on the list. Maybe I'll take the window tint off and do the car club plaque in the back window instead of the sticker on the back window, just for Dean.
I'm still
Stickers.
pissed off that you were just even remotely thinking about selling it.
Well,
I wasn't.
use it.
Because you're trying to buy it.
You got so sidetracked from your anniversary dinner.
Bro,
I did tell
what year anniversary was that?
13.
13-year anniversary, and you sitting there like a moron talking about a
13.
damn
You
Lincoln.
actually,
maybe by number 14 I'll be ready.
while they're at dinner,
That is a good woman.
he recorded his wife and made the wife
I saw it.
say, Tim, give him a good deal.
Yeah, give him
While
a
they're at anniversary dinner, she's in her fancy pants, and there's a clip that says, hey, just give him a good deal.
My wife is amazing. She's
Look
ride
at
or die.
wait, look at Lady's face. Look at her face.
All they talked about was my car.
Yes.
And this is her. Like, I just wanted a good meal and some sex.
That's how you know she's ride or die, bro. She's amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That is a good woman.
Damn right.
That is a good
My
woman.
wife's out of camera over here giving Will the stink eye right now.
Yeah. God
she's
damn,
giving
that
you
would
the
have cost
stink eye.
any of us in here like
Your anniversary's coming up. We're gonna get your attention. Just ruin it.
If I had,
Ruin it, Laney.
If I had a Biscayne wagon for sale, I mean, he'd be thinking about that too, probably.
That's true.
No, Mazda.
Yeah.
Extended cab
Oh,
between
extended
two.
cab, yeah.
boom. Or any international. We're looking at those too.
Oh, did you see the international I sent? I sent it to Ryan.
Oh, I like it.
What? What? You dropped the ball.
Nope. He just
Turkey
didn't
Rod
show
Run
up.
had an international, like a Suburban, like a box truck. It was cool.
It's not the one you like. It wouldn't. You'd have been like, meh.
It was cool.
Well, how far off is that in years then?
$7,000.
No, not money. How far off is it? What year is that?
So what's next for you, Ryan?
Yeah, what's next? What's next for the Biscayne wagon or the
Everything.
Celica? Either way.
Celica, I want to get up and running. It's sat too long, unfortunately. So get it back up and running, and then I've got some plans
15.
for
That's
a period correct. It's a 92 Toyota Celica. Period correct sound quality system for it with
cool.
all of the dream equipment I couldn't afford at the time. I actually have sitting in boxes I bought years ago.
Oh, nice. That's
So, and then for the wagon, everything. Like,
You gotta have something next on the list, though. Something that's gonna progress it forward.
I guess that's going to come down to when we start working on it, because it's going to be. I don't. It needs everything. So
Everything. That includes all hands on deck.
Yeah, that's gonna be
Everything?
a big.
Everything. Until it's chemically dipped and I go, nope.
Justin, what's next for the Ranger?
I swear to God, if
I
you
need
say
to
paint,
stop
Say door handles.
driving it.
Say door handles.
Door handles.
door handles.
My tailgate needs painted too. It's starting to rust.
no,
Bring it-
no,
bring
no.
it by.
I know
Stop
a
with
guy.
the singular shit. Your whole ass truck needs paint.
One.
The
One.
tailgate is rusting, so. 'cause
My
he-
soul
by.
is
he threw a
eroding.
Quick coat of
Drop it off at
primer
Will's.
on.
Bring it by.
You gotta do that.
It's gonna happen.
Just go get some Rust-Oleum and
Or are you gonna paint it? Because you can get overspray on the. Have a green coat over top of your Caprice.
I'm
Well,
I'm on
jokes
Fruit of the
aside, I'm only messing with you. The last thing I'm worried about is paint on that thing. The air suspension on that is an atrocity. You need
It randomly goes up and down,
And I
and
don't-
they argue.
no, it's
Screw
not
you.
not even just that. The job on it is rough. So we need to cut that up and fix that. So that's
All
my
right,
main thing.
So that stuff's on the list. What's next for the Cadillac or the Salt Flats Racer?
What's
or whatever?
next? Period.
Push bar. Lettering.
Push bar.
What'd you say?
Push bar. For the soft flats.
Push
to
all
push
you
the race car.
motherfuckers off a cliff.
That's it. That's exactly what that's.
I know what you meant.
Probably. I mean, next big move would be for like the Cadillac.
Cut it.
Yeah. Been waiting for
Boy,
this.
you need to cut it.
Are we getting close? Anywhere?
Yeah, that would be. Oh no, God no.
How much plasma
You,
you
you really think I was kidding at the beginning of the episode? No, my old lady's like looking at selling plasma
Good. Then it
to
sounds
help
like you're
for
gonna
student loans
help
and mortgage.
fund-
you're going to
That's
expedite
for
the
her student loans.
hydraulics.
What about the
stuff.
hydraulic?
What about them? When am I doing it?
2024?
When I can feasibly make an adult decision that we have money in the bank and I can cut my car.
You got a daughter to sell. We could get a 2-for-1.
That's
Tyler
fair.
and her.
That's fair.
Gone.
I have a plethora of spare
Great.
pumps.
Okay, I have one dump then, and not the good one.
I have spares. We'll get you going.
Yeah,
Spare what?
Will's got a bunch of
Everything.
hydraulics that he's not
got more.
using. I don't know.
No,
got
I want to do
more
a nice
hydraulic
setup.
stuff
I'm not
than
doing like piecemeal and shit like that. Bent tanks and
No. We'll get
stuff
you
that's
going.
been sitting at another
Just to get you
thief's
going.
shop. No, I'm all
Just to
set.
get you going. I
I'm
got
all
the
set.
Impala pumps too.
All right, Trent. What's next? for you?
Trent, what's next?
I gotta spend a lot of money, unfortunately, coming up.
All right, I like it.
What's next?
Dad.
Yes.
I'm getting some rims for the Buick, and one of the vehicles will have an LS in it sooner than
You
later.
realize LSs are like the White Claw for men.
It's whatever it is, as long as I can hop in it, turn the key, and drive wherever.
350.
I want to go. No.
Do a 350 in it.
No. The Buick will probably get the LS, or
I believe it's pronounced tree fitty.
the other option is get the LS for the Impala, and then take the 307 out of that and drop that into the Isuzu. It's one of the two options.
I like the LS and the Buick.
LS and the Buick
I
would be
know.
cool.
I know
with the
Dean doesn't
20s.
agree with me.
I'm just over LSs. Everybody in there, oh, it's LS swap. And they sit there and jerk themselves
I'm not
off
gonna-
with their white socks and their jorts.
I will never pop the hood to show it off. I just want to be able to hop into it and
As soon as
drive
that
it.
goes in the car, that's
They,
exactly what
they,
I'm
ma-
gonna do.
they make kits where you can make it look like an old motor.
Make it look like an old Buick.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
There you go.
You can
That's one.
LS it with a.
There you
I
go.
want
look.
I want one of them to be turnkey, reliable. Hey, we're going to Daytona. Cool. I'm not trailering it. I'm riding with you guys over there. Like, just hop in and go.
Yeah, I like it.
Because with the Buick now, with the nailhead in it, I need a special gas. I got to have the lead additive in the gas. I need to have the zinc in the oil. Like, it cost me $300 to fill the.
You're going to
thing up.
fund part of that motor, whatever you put in there, if you sell that nailhead as a running, driving
Oh,
nailhead.
yeah. I can definitely get some money for
I'm
that.
wondering what that would even go for right now.
You wouldn't just keep it.
I might just throw it in the corner. Somebody's corner. I'm gonna need a corner of a shop for a motor.
I got the walls, shotgun the walls.
We just talked about this. Justin's building a bigger shop than everybody.
That's true.
No, Ryan's got the biggest.
Got a corner.
Ryan does have the biggest
Oh, that's
shop.
Ryan does. Yeah, you can do that now.
We could put two of these shops in one of Ryan's shops.
Yeah, he's overcompensating.
The Garage Mahal.
Justin's isn't going to be far off though.
No.
Not far off.
What, 2 feet?
You be as tall?
Yeah, he's going 16 high.
Man, I hate all you guys.
Very next thing I'd probably do is probably pipes on the bike, so I can actually be heard. Beyond that, it would be
That's easy.
genuinely
So that's probably something that's coming. Right?
well,
You're talking about the Road King.
yeah. It's not and seriously, it's not even just aesthetics. It's not just because I like the loud sound. It's just it is so damn quiet. Like my old bike, you won't be half a mile away and crack the throttle. People would hit the brakes, they'd hear you coming. So it's so quiet right now, I can't do it.
So we'll close us out.
Next for me?
Close us out. Yeah, what's next for you?
Well,
we got a lot going on.
New
it's,
sweatshirt.
Busy.
focusing on
Busy.
as much as I'd like to keep focusing on the shop,
looking at it.
I got to focus on the glass house. As you all know, I ordered some beautiful gravity-fed pumps for it from
He's
Hilo.
currently panic spending right now.
Yeah.
Full panic spending.
I mean, not only that though, but our listeners have heard it talk about that car being in a shop, and you have taken
5
possession.
years,
I've
and he
backed
finally
up that
has it.
The car is
At his
in
house.
my possession.
Is it done?
At
It's
the
a big
moment.
deal.
It is
Well,
not.
that's a no.
It's not
Oh,
done.
oh, it's not
Not
done.
Let's
Shocking.
not do all that, but he does have it back to work on it a little bit. So
That's true. We're going to cut it. We're going to put the hydraulics in it. Got to get with Scotty. We're going to get the motor and the transmission resealed and put back in the car.
It's weird. I feel like all this was already paid for. I'm supposed to be done.
And then we are taking it back to
He
get.
just hit you with the hardest side eye.
I got the side eye of a lifetime.
And he no longer has a mic.
he doesn't work here anymore.
Don't get my mic taken
Move
away.
over.
And then
Ooh,
it's
we're
getting,
sharing
then it's
this.
going back. It's going to get wet sanded. It's going to get the pinstripers coming through. Mikey's coming through to pinstripe it. It's going to get the flow coat get re-cleared, and then wet sand, color buff, put back together. Then it's coming back home, and we're probably going to do the interior in my shop.
2030.
Real quick, how
There's some bullshit.
you had some bad luck when you picked it up. The rain. How's the interior holding up?
Good. The carpet is trash,
Let's
But
let's
it
pan
was-
to the
The
video.
carpet looks like a murder scene.
but it was trash.
Show that.
The carpet's trash. The
Gross.
seats, pulled them out, dried them out. They're good.
All right, cool.
They can just get reupholstered, hopefully. So So
Yeah, rainy season ended like 2 months ago. The day he goes to pick up
yeah,
the Caprice,
rain.
Smell like rain.
it rains sideways and blows
Monsoon.
all the plastic off the windows and drenches the interior of the car.
Yeah,
70 miles an hour on the back of the trailer.
yeah. Thankfully, there wasn't much interior. It was just the carpet and the front seats. The back seats were out of it. They're still at the shop up there. But yeah,
Cool.
that's that. Focus on
Busy.
the Caprice.
So we figured out that we all have stuff for sale. None of it's going anywhere.
No.
I think the Buick. That's a fair price for the Buick. I really do.
It really
No,
is.
your shit's not out of range.
Not as
Yours-
soon as you put an LS motor in it.
Well,
That one's going
then it would go up
35,
like as I said
45.
beforehand. It would go up significantly
Significantly.
once we're done
Gs.
with everything. So yeah, that's
Like it.
that would
Well,
be-
anyway, thank you everybody for spending well over an hour with us
Ooh,
tonight.
it was a long one.
If
30
you-
minutes of it was Dean's story about the Mercury.
Exactly. Hopefully everybody shed a tear.
84 years later.
Oh, jeez. Anyway,
as long, you know what? As long as that was, it was still done faster than that car yours.
thanks for joining us. We'll see you on the next one.